going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast with Harley and Logan. I am Logan, this is Harley, and welcome to the Night of Champions review. This is the day after. We're doing this on a Sunday. It was yesterday. We watched it separate times because obviously, like we said, it was not our time zone, so it was getting like early in the morning. So we watched it on our own times. We watched it, and we have thoughts, and we're going to give you our review of the overall show. So sit back and relax.
Grab your popcorn. It's going to be great.
There we go. I would like to start off by saying some things I didn't expect. I will say that I think my predictions, I was one wrong and the rest of them were right. So,
but I do want to say some stuff. There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened this week. And this is what I'm going to say, and I'm just going to throw it all out there. Due to some events, there was potential of Night of Champions not happening, but luckily all the superstars arrived there safely, and I hope they come back here safely as well. That's all I will say. And a lot of the match card has changed. So some of our predictions that we made last week are inaccurate, but we're just going to throw out some stuff of our current predictions and our thoughts on the new matches that got added on. So
and maybe some stuff that what could be coming.
There's
some things that be coming that we don't know, or we know that could change.
Yeah.
So
very excited.
But if you guys are watching the news, you guys know what we're talking about. So we're not going to get into that because we don't talk about news. Talk about wrestling.
Yeah. So let's start off with the first match. Go
ahead and start us off.
Which was the final round of the men's King of the Ring. And
which I'm actually kind of surprised they started with. I thought they were going to do that. I thought that was going to be a mid card.
Yeah, I was surprised too. And honestly, it was a solid match.
It was a good match.
It was solid. But it really paints a big picture of what's going to happen next.
Yeah. I think we both went into it knowing who was going to win. But a part of me was like, you know what? If they somehow switch it up, I would love that.
Yeah.
But, of course, Cody Rhodes is now going to face
whoever wins
out
of John
Cena or CM Punk.
So
at SummerSlam. But I will say this. I liked the match. I hated how it ended.
Really?
Because they do it almost every single time. And it always backfires almost every single time. They always try to cheat. And they always backfires, and they end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
And Randy Orton, he gets out of the ring, goes to grab a steel chair, and as soon as he grabs him, I'm like, gosh dang it! It's like, here we go. They're gonna freaking screw him over again.
Yeah, because crazy enough, this is the second year in a row that Randy Orton has been in the finals for the King of the Ring and lost both times. Last year he lost to Gunther. This year he loses to Cody Rhodes. So, anyways, continue what you're going to say.
But, distracts the ref and then unties to expose the turnbuckle. Doesn't work. Backfires on him and then crossroads. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Mm-hmm. But I liked Cody's promo at the end. He gave him respect. So I like that. Randy didn't seem happy though. He kind of seemed upset. So I was like,
maybe,
are they on good terms?
Maybe a possible heel turn for one of them.
Well, here's the catch, and I've seen a lot of this. I've seen a lot of rumors that Cody might be the next big heel.
I have seen that too.
So that would be an interesting way to go. I don't know how they would do it if they do, but I wouldn't mind if you did. Yeah. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either. I feel like that would be next to John Cena, I feel like the next probably big heel would probably be Cody Rhodes. If they play it right. Because as of right now, as of 2025, the biggest heel right now is John Cena.
Right. And there's been a couple of heel turns, but
there has been.
They're pretty good,
but honestly, what would you give the match out of 10?
An 8.
An
That's
8.
pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah.
An 8 out of 10. It was really good, and I do agree with you. The finish was a little bit, but honestly, this finish was better than another match that we're going to talk about later. But other than that,
I think I might know which one, but I don't know which one. But we'll get into that.
But on to the next one, the street fight: Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Man,
so this one actually surprised me.
Really?
It was still a great match. I actually loved this ending to this match. That was dope.
That fucking table elevated right on the top turnbuckle, and then
that was thick.
And then she does the riptide on her, and that was fucking scary. And
I was like, I've never seen this before, and it's like all wobbling and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, how are you doing this? Hits a riptide on Raquel. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah. And Roxanne Perez comes out. As of right now, Liv Morgan is out, and I've read that she might be out for a few months, and she might have to have surgery on her shoulder. So
I said that I heard that she's in rehab right now, but I don't know how much.
I don't know. True. Yeah, that I've heard from watching the show is that she's going into surgery, which honestly, full recovery towards her, even though she'll probably not see it from us, but it's okay. But honestly, I feel like with Roxanne going into it, I think because both the general managers are kind of like on the fence about what are we going to do with these women's tag titles, because it's only Raquel that's holding both of them.
So Roxanne might take over.
I think it might be Roxanne that might take over.
Yeah. And did you notice that the women were wearing the exact same outfits? Is that something they have to do in Saudi Arabia, or is that just...
So, and I don't know the culture, but this is the little bit I know, so don't hate me, internet, please. Apparently, they take... it's a very, like, male-dominated country, so they have to be covered up. Like, apparently, if you show skin, it's disrespectful for women or something.
Interesting.
So the women's wrestlers have to wear bodysuits. So now what we can expect for the Royal Rumble next year.
Yeah, gotcha. But I can tell you, Rhea came out. I was like,
damn.
Buddy Matthews. I'm sorry. I respect you, man. But,
Buddy Matthews. Just give us a turn.
Come back to WWE. Come back to WWE. That's what I want.
Come back to WWE. I know you're killing it over in AEW, but come back. Yeah. But honestly, go ahead.
The match overall was really good. I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it the same as Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good. So the next match, it was scheduled to be Dom versus AJ Styles for the IC title, but due to quote unquote injury from Dominic Mysterio, which I've been reading a bunch of stuff online, due to the events of what happened over in the Middle East, they decided to scrap the idea because Dom was not comfortable. So they decided to replace it with Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Surprised me.
Which honestly surprised me, because as of right now, Karrion Kross has been over on the fans.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would say this was probably the most disappointing match in my opinion.
It was mid. I'm gonna give it a 5 or
Yeah.
6.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Nothing
Yeah.
really exciting. Sami Zayn and Saudi Arabia just have like a good relationship, so I feel like it was just a thing that they were like, "Oh, here you go. Sami Zayn is a good representative for these guys."
Yeah.
So, not the push that they wanted for Karrion Kross, but I mean, it's a start because I feel like they're going to do something finally with him.
Yeah, because you haven't seen much of him. He's just kind of just like backstage, just like comforting people. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. So
Yeah, so he was just lingering in the background trying to, I guess, quote unquote, turn Sami Zayn heel,
yeah,
but we don't know. We're just gonna have to see. The next match, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title. Now this one shocked me.
This one shocked me a ton. I did not expect this to happen at all.
No, God no.
So, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh man. I don't know where to start with this one.
We have a new recruit on Solo's team. We'll say that.
We have one new recruit and a return.
Which I kind of actually don't remember him leaving. I was like, wait, I didn't know he was gone. Like, what the frick? But Tangaloa, I guess we haven't seen him since Survivor Series, which I was not paying attention about that. I didn't even know he was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed one of them was missing, but I didn't know like he was gone that long.
Mm-hmm.
But he's back. And then, did they announce the new guy?
I'm trying to look at the website of who it was.
But
all it says on the website is against his former friend, and apparently he did like a bunch of matches in Japan, and we're gonna get hated for not knowing the name, but
if we don't know, since we don't know the name, if you guys know the name, please comment the name so we know.
Yes, please, thank you, please
help us out so we know.
But we were both wrong on this prediction.
Solo Sikoa won the United States champion, dude.
I am generally surprised how fast they took it off Jacob Fatu.
I know, dude, and he's doing so hot too.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like for him to lose, it's like, okay, where are they going from this point?
Yeah.
No.
I
just great match though. I think it was a good match.
I thought it was a fantastic match.
But we were just shocked with the result. I'm like, what the frick? Yeah. Like I was literally like, what the frick? Like he just lost? Yeah. Like what the crap?
Yeah, and I was like generally surprised. Like
yeah, I was too.
Wow, I couldn't imagine Solo winning the US title, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what they got planned for them. And then we get to the Queen of the Ring final, which is Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Good match, botch finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, the crowd was booing Jade Cargill, which honestly, the bodysuit that she was wearing, she was dressed up as Storm.
With white. It looked cool.
It was pretty badass. Nothing really too exciting happened in this match besides the botch finish.
No. Jade Cargill is Queen of the Ring. Yeah. Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring.
Now, my prediction is obviously it's going to be Tiffany Stratton against Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
And Naomi is going to try to cash in and potentially be successful. Because I do think Naomi will be a successful cash-in.
I agree.
So I'm going to put that as an early prediction that Naomi will walk out as champion. That's what I'm saying.
At SummerSlam. And now to the main event. One final time.
Punkonomics versus John Cena.
Punkonomics versus John Cena. So, if you don't know, if you watch SmackDown, and when I saw it, I was like, this is probably the cringiest thing I have ever seen. But
it makes sense.
It makes
because
sense.
Cena did his
pipe bomb.
What's it called? Pipe bomb, and he returned the favor by dressing up as Thugonomics. John Cena called it Punkonomics. So,
and some of the stuff they said on SmackDown was pretty good. It was pretty good. And John Cena is just looking at a reflection of his past. And so, but then going into the match, man, this was a solid match.
And this was an actual match that was, I'm not saying that the past ones weren't enjoyable, but it wasn't like Cody Rhodes where it was slow. And he didn't cheat this time. He used the title to beat him.
Yeah, that is something that we will have to talk about.
So that was different.
Yeah.
But we'll get to why. So.
But, of course, we were going to get some motherfucking shenanigans.
Of course. I didn't expect this to happen. A part of me was like, it may happen, but I'm not expecting it like that much. But shenanigans, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed come out.
Yeah. After CM Punk's bring a ref, and then burn it down. There you go. I was like, oh, no.
So we all know Seth Rollins is going for the Undisputed now.
Yes. Which
I think we're both surprised because 1 minute he's going for the World Heavyweight, now he's going for Undisputed, which I'm like, do you make up your mind? Do something. So that's going to be something at SummerSlam that's going to happen.
CM Punk had some backup.
He did. Penta came out.
Penta came out because Penta has been having an issue with Seth Rollins and their little faction. Yeah. And then Sami Zayn helped even the odds because they've been duking it out. And was there anybody else, or was that it?
I think that was it.
But honestly, kudos to that ref taking that fucking spear from John Cena.
It was in a spear. It was like a big shoulder tackle. It was what's his name? He's a popular one. Frick. It's the guy, the blonde hair guy. Yeah.
I know it's like Charles.
That one.
It's like Charles something.
Charles. Yeah, that guy. I was like, dang, like I was like, he was coming down. He's like, oh no, because Seth Rollins was about to cash in. He was gonna cash in. He was running down, and then John Cena shoulder tackles him, gets in the ring, and Seth Rollins looks like surprised, like what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? He's like, this has nothing to do with you or something like that, because he's trying to screw CM Punk basically.
Yeah.
And then it backfires, of course.
So as Logan talked about, he did not use the belt on CM Punk.
No, he didn't.
So I think we are slowly getting a face turn from John Cena.
And he did the heel turn hug again. Did you notice that?
Yes, he did. He did do the heel turn hug again. But
that was something cool.
So I don't know, because we're gonna get Cody versus Cena too as SummerSlam.
Which again, I'm not happy about, but whatever. It's fine.
I just hope it's better than the first match.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be because like you said, John Cena. I think that's kind of a hint that he's slowly turning face again. But again, going back to Seth Rollins, I think he might walk out undisputed champion.
Yeah,
SummerSlam.
Yeah, because SummerSlam.
Because I think there's
going to be a lot of change. There's going to be a lot of championship changes.
And I think Seth Rollins kind of is building up to it could be a successful.
Yeah.
But I think we said at the beginning it might be unsuccessful, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
To be honest, I'm like, now that I really think about it after Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank, it's starting to warm up to me a little bit because I'm like,
yeah,
I'm on the fence of, oh, I want him to cash in. Oh, I don't want him to cash in. But I just don't. We're just going to have to see once SummerSlam comes around. Like, we got almost 2 months until SummerSlam, and it's the beginning of August.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's so crazy.
First two-nighters SummerSlam.
Yeah,
So
which is probably going to be it will be the night 2 main event. I guarantee
oh
it.
yeah. I think the Queen of the Ring. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Could be. They didn't do that with Tiffany the first time, so I don't know.
No. But we'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah.
excited where it's gonna go, and I'm excited what CM Punk's gonna do, because I do see CM Punk being world champion soon.
I also see Randy Orton being a world champion soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
It's bound to happen. They are going to be world champions. Also, I see Sami Zayn being world champion soon.
I see him. Didn't you say that he's likely to win Royal Rumble next year because it's in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
I would actually be okay with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that.
I wouldn't hate that either. Give him another, possibly a WrestleMania main event, maybe. But you know how WrestleMania main events are. If you win the Royal Rumble, you're guaranteed a title shot at WrestleMania. Not a main event, even though that they said you get to main event WrestleMania. That is not always the case.
Yeah. They gotta stop saying that if it's not true anymore, because then it throws people off.
Yeah. So. Overall, what would you give the show?
It was a really good show. It was.
Yeah, I was like generally surprised of how decent it was.
I'm gonna give it because most of the matches were good.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, 8.5.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I thought it was, most of the matches were solid. There was some very shocking stuff that happened, very predictable stuff that happened, and yeah, I'm super excited to see what's.
But the most shocking thing was Solo Sikoa winning the United States champion. I did not see that coming at all.
No. I did not see that coming at all. But
So,
honestly, I'm all for it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
so what can we expect from this forward on? You know, we got next Evolution, which I think is in July.
Yeah, we got Evolution, Saturday night's main event, and NXT's Great American Bash.
Oh, so very nice main event. We can talk because we talked about it a little, but we got Goldberg versus Gunther,
and and I believe this is his last match.
Is Goldberg gonna win? It wouldn't make sense if he won.
I don't know. I really don't know. Because
I don't know either.
Because they got 3 weeks to build up this match. 3 or 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to build up this match for the World Heavyweight title. I can see it going both ways, but if I had to throw out an early prediction, I think it would be Gunther that's going to retain.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. Because you can't retire with the championship. You could, but
right.
You relinquish it, and then what? He just gets it right back. Makes no sense. So
yeah, it makes no goddamn sense. So I don't know what they're gonna do. As of right now, that is the only match that's got announced for Saturday night's main event, and hopefully some more bangers will come. And for Evolution, we only got one match scheduled for Evolution, and it's for the NXT Women's title. It's Jordan Grace versus, I don't even know who the current NXT women's champ is.
Yeah, because Stephanie Victoria lost it, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Uh,
This is something.
yeah, go ahead.
Julia is the new Women's United States champion.
Yes, that is true. Yeah,
I
Julia
think that was on.
is.
I think that was on SmackDown. I think.
Yeah, I forgot that happened. That,
Mm.
and you know what's crazy? So for people around the world, you can watch SmackDown live on Netflix. For us in the US,
Mhm.
we can only watch Raw only on Netflix. On SmackDown, you got to watch USA, NXT, you got to watch on the CW. What they did right before SmackDown aired on USA, they spoiled the winner for the United States Championship.
Oh,
Like
really? I didn't even see that.
yeah, they posted it right before SmackDown was about to air in the US, even though people knew. But then I was reading comments being like, "Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler." And
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, because it didn't air live here. It was pre-recorded here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw like a Facebook post. It shows CM Punk and John Cena and him and like the Thugonomics,
Mhm.
and then I was like, wait, why it hasn't even happened yet? And then I realized, oh wait, they're in Saudi Arabia. It's already happened.
Yeah.
And then of course, so I was like, huh, interesting.
Yeah. And another thing that happened on SmackDown, Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits. But what's interesting about this story is all the other tag teams are in this. They did not want the Wyatt Six to be a part of this tag team division, because don't get me wrong, SmackDown has a really solid SmackDown or tag team division, unlike Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard some stuff from I've heard stuff online that people are saying they should unify the tag team titles again.
Mm-hmm.
Just put them into one, because they just need to do something with the Raw tag teams. Raw, you have good superstars, you have good somewhat nights, but your tag team division sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't really care about the tag team division at all right now.
It's literally like the same match every single week. And
The only interesting tag team right now for me is New Day and probably Judgment Day, really.
Yeah. Mine would be Street Profits, Wyatt Six, since they're back. Also New Day.
I need to grow into them a little more.
Yeah, they need. I really don't know what they're gonna do with the Wyatt Six. I really don't know. But
they need Alexa Bliss to be part of it. That's what they need to do.
Yeah. I feel like that would be like the center stone of Bray Wyatt's legacy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We just gotta wait. Just gotta be patient. Just be patient.
Yeah.
But we have some announcements for Raw for tomorrow, as of recording this. The Judgment Day and the New Day will face for the World Tag Team titles. So that's gonna be interesting.
I think Judgment Day. I think Roxanne is gonna have something to do with it, maybe, and gonna cost them. So I don't know. We'll see. Is it? I assume it's JD McDonough and Finn Balor.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
And we're getting Rusev versus Sheamus, which I feel like that's gonna be a banger.
Oh yeah, I'm curious to know where their feud's gonna go.
I mean, I like what Triple H is doing. Is he's using little Easter eggs from like the past, because they were in the League of Nations and all that, and it's just, I like the little touches that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else.
But yeah, what else is there?
I don't know. That's pretty much it. You know what's crazy? I saw a post. We only have 15 days left. 15 or hold
John
on,
Cena.
15 more appearances left for John Cena.
Sure, I'm pretty sure his next one is SummerSlam, right? Oh, like his next PLE, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
And apparently we are halfway through John Cena's retirement tour. And I saw it in a post and I was like, damn, we are already halfway.
It's crazy.
Started all the
his face turn is coming soon. I know it's coming soon.
It's yeah.
It's they got it. They gotta have him turn face. They won't have him leave heel. There's no way.
Fuck no.
No way.
Fuck no. And to be
If they
honest,
do that, I generally might be mad about that if they do that.
yeah. And to be honest, I've thrown out so many early predictions of who could be John Cena's final opponent, and yet every single one has happened. Fucking CM Punk, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes. I mean, he did 2 matches with R-Truth.
I mean, someone said Triple H, but I'm like, nah. Triple H can't wrestle anymore.
Triple H has stated that he is done. He is done. If he wrestles, he will die.
Yeah, he can't wrestle. He has like a piece.
He has a pacemaker in his heart.
Pacemaker. I always say piece. It's pacemaker in his heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he cannot wrestle, and it sucks to see, but Triple H has had a good run. Like he did. He's in the Hall of Fame now. He's head of creative, even though TKO slowly pushing him away. Just saying. But he's still putting out banger PLEs. Like so far. Yeah. Since we're halfway through the year, in your opinion, what PLE would probably be the most, I mean, I wouldn't say disappointing PLE. I would say, like, not, like, my favorite out of the year, in your opinion.
That we've had, or yes, that we're going to have?
That we've had, since we're halfway through the year.
I'll just say my least favorite one, because I mean they've all been pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Elimination Chamber so far has been my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was freaking good. That was crazy.
Yeah. I'm super excited to put this on the tier list.
I am too. Now that you mentioned it, I'm like, dude, now I'm like thinking in my mind, it's like, all right, where's this gonna go on the list? But we gotta wait.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. I mean, I don't know if I really have one that I didn't like. They're all good.
Yeah.
Can we say Money in the Bank has been our least favorite so far, just because of the stuff that they did? But I don't know if that can really. I don't know if decisions really make it bad.
Okay, so this is as of right now, since we're halfway through the year, I would say from what we just had from Night of Champions from the beginning of the year with Royal Rumble, I feel like Money in the Bank was probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because I mean, don't get me wrong, the matches they were good. It was just I don't know. I feel like the reason why it was the week building up to Money in the Bank, so much stuff happened that made us like really, really hate the company at that point. And then they realized their mistakes. So honestly, as of right now, my pick would be Money in the Bank.
I would think so too. I mean, not because of the matches, but maybe the decisions
that they made.
But I feel like that's not a good reason to really hate something. I don't know.
Yeah. I get that.
I mean, I'm sure people will probably say that. I don't know if that's a really good reason. It's like, and you're right. It's probably not, but
I mean, if you really want to throw it out there, I'll throw out the last Saturday night's main event that we had. That was pretty bad.
Money in the Bank was better than that.
Yeah, that was not good. But I'm still thinking about either putting the Saturday night's main events. If I feel like once we finish off the year, and if I really look back, then I'll think about putting those on the tier list.
I mean, we could do every show outside of Raw and SmackDown
Yeah.
if you want, or we
Yeah.
could just do PLEs because Saturday night technically is not a PLE, right?
Yeah, it's not. But it is a rare event that they do. They don't do it like often.
Yeah.
Oh. But to be honest, your favorite event so far has been Elimination Chamber.
I think so. I think Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania.
Which night though?
1.
Because I am going to separate both nights of WrestleMania.
Okay, that actually is a good idea. I think night 1 was a little better.
I agree. Night 1 was better.
So it's Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania night 1, then night 2. Backlash was good. I just don't remember much about Backlash. Backlash was pretty good.
It was John Cena versus Randy Orton. That was the main event.
That's true. So I'll put that. So Elimination Chamber, night 2, night 1, Night of Champions, Backlash, Money in the Bank. Oh, I forgot Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, Royal
Never mind. You can't forget Royal Rumble. Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble. I don't know, dude. Now you got me confused. We'll just wait to the tier list. Wait to the tier list.
Yeah, just wait for the end of the year.
Yeah, he'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
I forgot about Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's man, this year has been pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty good for us, at least.
For us, yeah.
I don't know about. Hopefully, the majority of you guys like it, but if you don't,
we're just here. Just tell us what you don't like.
Yeah. Just let us know what you don't like. We're all humans here.
Yeah, we're all humans. Hell, I don't know if you saw this, but man, we got a harsh comment that we got
about us.
Or
about someone else?
About one of our takes.
Which one is it?
So in one of our shorts, I posted our thoughts of Seth Rollins being Mr. Money in the Bank. Man, this is a hard man.
Was that YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Calling Rollins a bad wrestler is wild. We did not call Rollins a bad wrestler. We called.
Oh no, I know what he was talking about. I think it was the post that I read, and he was commenting on that. I know which comment you're talking about. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, no, he's talking about the post that I was talking about. Yeah. I think.
So to clarify on this, we did not say that Seth Rollins is a bad wrestler. We just think it was not so good of a decision for Seth Rollins to have the Money in the Bank briefcase because he's already overpushed. Why do you need to push him even more? So the comment says, calling Rollins a bad wrestler is wild. This man is actually stupid for saying that. Yeah, is he overpushed? Yeah. Or yes, but the storyline that they are pushing with everything makes it worth watch. The hell, don't even comment on shit like that. Or shit like that much, but that shit is wild to me. What the hell?
Yeah, I did read that, but I think he was talking about.
To be honest, that is some fucking comments I want to fucking hearing going on to this. On this journey of what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, whatever, I am not going to pronounce that username. Kudos to you for that awesome comment. And we did not take it personally.
No, we didn't, because I knew it wasn't for us. So.
But
yeah, I don't think he's not a bad wrestler. No. And matter of fact, I actually like Seth Rollins a lot. If I was building a faction, if I was in the WWE building a faction, he would probably be on my team.
Right.
So he's not.
Oh,
I really do. I
here's
do like Seth Rollins a lot.
oh, I like why you said this because I got an awesome question to tell you. If you were building a War Games team, who are the 4 that you would want on your team?
All right. Now are these current WWE superstars? Future? Can't say future or
How
past.
about this? Let's do past and current.
Okay, so past within like let's say the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
love Triple H. I love the
Okay.
team be on my team. Triple H. Maybe big. Nah, maybe Big Show.
Big Show,
I don't know.
maybe. All right, that's
So
2.
Triple H, Batista,
Oh, Batista.
Randy Orton, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Past John Cena, not
Past.
now,
Past
because he
Johnson.
was more like younger, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's 4.
Yeah, because that's
Um,
not including you, so you only needed 4. So
yeah, yeah,
it'll be you and then those 4.
yeah. So those 4.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, I'm actually curious now.
I want Rey Mysterio.
I was gonna pick him. Yeah.
I want Rey Mysterio. Um, I want. I'm gonna put Cody Rhodes because I need a leader and I am not a leader.
I think Cody Rhodes is the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna throw in Gunther for power.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in Gunther, and I'm gonna put Roman Reigns.
Yeah, sweet.
Mine's like a very powerful War Games team.
And our teams go together.
Yeah.
Always like, you know what you should do? That 2K ID you had, you
Yes.
should put that in the game. Make us and have those teams go against each other. And
Yeah.
we should do that. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be. If you guys want to see our War Games teams duke it out, please subscribe.
Yeah, we'll do it sometime.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah, no,
that's not a bad
yeah,
idea.
yeah. I mean, there's more. There's more I would put on the team, but there's only a certain amount you can do. I would choose Rey Mysterio over The Rock. Uh, you remember Ryback? Remember him?
Yeah, I
I
remember.
actually I liked Ryback. I would put him in, but he may never
Oh,
come back, and I hope he does.
damn. I was thinking about putting CM Punk, but I don't really know about CM Punk. Because if I'm trying to go like power, well, the reason I pick Rey Mysterio is you need that one high flyer.
Yeah, you need one high flyer, and the Usos were the high flyers in the last one.
Yeah.
Oh. What about women's?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay.
Women's.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you do it.
All right,
We
I'll
gotta do
go.
women's.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. If I had a War Games with just women's, I'm gonna throw in Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
Easy.
you stole mine. You stole mine. Dang it.
I'm stealing Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, dang.
I'm gonna also do China.
China. Okay.
Um, oof. There's a lot of good women. Oh God. Trying to think.
So you're doing both present and past together.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. And okay, easy. The queen of war games, Io Sky.
Yo, Sky. Okay. Now you
And
have to do 5 because obviously you can't be a part of this because
yeah,
you're a
okay.
guy. No,
Okay, yeah.
you have to do 5.
I'll do 5.
So
So
you got 3.
Rhea Ripley, China, Io Sky. Ooh. Jesus. I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
in. I'm gonna throw in Asuka, and then Becky Lynch.
Oh, you stole another one of mine. Dang it. Okay. I got one. So I'm trying to think of past. The only past one I can think of is AJ Lee.
Oh, that's a good one.
AJ Lee, both the Bellas.
Oh, both the Bellas.
Both the Bellas. Michelle McCool
Oh, wow.
and Tiffany Stratton. Come on.
Oh, damn.
Come on, man.
Damn. You got me, bro. Oh, man.
That would be my team.
That's a
That would be my team for sure.
that's a pretty solid team. That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I would do
man.
both. I would do both the Bellas because I liked them.
Yeah, they were, and they're both. Well, Nikki is pretty much returned,
He's
but
more active than
but
Brie.
but
Yeah.
Brie has been asked about a possible return, which she said in an interview, being like, they haven't asked me, and I said, bullshit. They did ask you. You're just keeping it a secret.
That means a big return's coming then.
Yeah, and this is what I see. Because if you remember, before Liv Morgan got injured, they were teasing Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
But due to the changes, I feel like they should do the Bella twins versus Roxanne Perez versus Raquel Rodriguez for the tag team titles.
That would be an interesting way to go.
Be the first set of twins to be women's tag team champions.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a Divas Tag Team Championship back then?
No, all they had back then was just the Divas title. And then,
so they'd never been tag teams.
And then once the Divas title turned into the women's title, and then the brand split happened, and then it turned into the Raw and SmackDown titles, and then we finally got the women's tag titles, and then we got the titles that we have now. There's so many fucking championships now.
Hard to keep track. Yeah. But yeah, that would be an interesting way to go.
Yeah, if they play it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, I'm excited what they're gonna see with Evolution, because the first one was so successful, and I'm surprised it took them almost 6 years to do another one.
Yeah,
which kind of surprised me that it took them 6 years to do another one. But I'm excited for it. I hope the match card will be good. I know I'll be watching it, and
I might give it a shot. I need to. It's like because I like a lot of the women.
Yeah.
But I like a mix. I like a mix of both.
But we'll see. I hope it's good. Other than that, do you have anything else that you want to share?
I don't think I have anything else. I guess we got next is Evolution. And then SummerSlam. So I'm going to assume they're just going to build up the Cody Rhodes and John Cena 2 story. And then Cargill and Tiffany with Naomi, because I'm sure Naomi's going to be out there. Is going to be part of it. You know.
Here, what's going to be interesting? Seth Rollins is going to play a factor in this.
Oh yeah. We already know he came out yesterday. So
yeah. So I'm very interested on what they're going to do. So I'm super excited. I think it's going to be, with it being 2 nights, I hope the match card's good. So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So
I have a feeling, I don't know if they do this, but we could have a huge heel turn at SummerSlam. Question is just who?
Yeah, maybe
So,
we could see a heel turn.
or John Cena's heel face turn, one of the two.
Yeah, face turn, heel turn. I don't know. As of right now, we are 2 months away from SummerSlam, and I don't. Are we going to be in person for that?
Yeah, we
Okay.
should be.
Okay.
So.
So our next in person, I guess PLE will be SummerSlam.
Yeah, unless you want to do Evolution, I don't know.
It's up to you.
I just watch that on my own. It's up to you. I'm good with whatever.
I'll watch it
I mean,
live.
it is a PLE,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we'll decide. We'll keep you guys posted.
We'll figure it out.
Other than that, guys, I think that's it. Really. Yeah, Night of Champions overall. Just a quick overview. I give it an 8. I think that's what I said before.
I gave
Total.
it. Yeah, I gave it an 8 as well. So
Yeah. So
Night of Champions, it was pretty solid. What's next? Going into SummerSlam.
build up. I think just a lot of build up.
Yep. So we're excited.
They've got 2 months to do a lot of build up, so they better do it right.
Mm-hmm.
But I have faith in Triple H because he's great at it. So I have faith it's gonna go good.
Yep. I agree.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching another episode. I'm Logan.
I'm Harley.
This has been the Hot Takes Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.